discussion and what we're seeing happening not only right now, but what we expect to happen as we go through the next few days, the weekend, and into next week as well. And if you're on the north side right now, you are encountering a pretty heavy shower that is moving through. We've been tracking this one for a while. As you can see here in Atlanta, in the city, we are dry, but to the north, really right on the north end of the perimeter there in North DeKalb County, western Gwinnett County, moving into North Fulton County, we've got a good heavy rain shower that's been moving through, and it started off over in parts of Cobb County and Bartow County a little bit earlier. You see that right there. That was just a little bit to the east of Rome there in Bartow County, moving across the North Metro counties, northern Cobb into North Fulton County, and with it some very heavy rain and also some gusty winds with it as well. Excuse me, these are not classified as severe storms. The Weather Service put out what they call a special weather statement, saying that this cell had winds of around 40 miles an hour, heavy rain, and also some lightning. The lightning count is still not that impressive, just a few lightning strikes with it. But like today, we had a couple of showers that came through the Atlanta area where everybody else was dry. Now Atlanta is dry, but on the north side, we've got a good cell that is moving through that area right now. There's another look at that as we zoom in a little bit tighter. And then here is that part that is now exiting North Fulton and moving into western parts of Gwinnett County around the Peachtree Corners area, moving closer to Norcross. Where we are seeing this bowing out just a little bit more is an indicator of some strong wind with it. You know, as I've been saying, around 40 miles an hour. We could have some spots, though, with some stronger wind gusts as that keeps moving into Gwinnett County. So it'll be crossing over 85 here really soon, moving through Duluth and into the Lawrenceville area. I expect it will weaken a little bit more as it moves on over to the east. Now to the north of that, well, here's a look at the lightning strikes. We've got about 4 lightning strikes in the past 15 minutes as we've been watching this storm on the north side. There is that strongest part. So here's 141 from Big Creek down 141, there through Johns Creek near Berkeley Lake and toward Norcross. That is the area that is seeing the heaviest rain right now. That leading edge about to move over Buford Highway, they're just north of Norcross as you get up closer to the Duluth area there too. So that heavy rain is just about to move in, and then it'll be crossing over 85 very soon as well. North of that cluster of heavy rain, we have some lighter showers and a couple of moderate showers kind of mixing in here north of Milton and North Fulton County, pushing into parts of Forsyth County, or actually Cherokee County there, going up toward Tate in areas of Pickens County as well, up 575 there. And then another cluster with some pockets of heavy rain. This is just south of Chatsworth, down 411, right where 411 and 76 split here. That's where we have this cluster of rain that is moving through that area with some pretty heavy rain there, right along 78 and 176. 136, 411 right here. There's Bloodtown. This is 76 right there where I was talking about that split there. So north of Oakman, near Bloodtown, where we see that heavier rain coming in. Oakman, you're about to get hit by some of those heavier showers that are moving through too. So this whole system, we've got this down coming out of North Fulton into Gwinnett. That is moving over to the east. And then we have these up to the north from Gordon County into parts of Gilmer County, southern parts of Murray County. Those are also moving over toward the east with some good rain coming down out of that system. Also, we've been watching this one out I-20. This has been holding together a good bit. Now, it is shrinking somewhat, but it's not falling apart quickly. We have been watching this one as it came out of Rockdale County through Newton County, southern Walton, into Morgan County. Now it is starting to kind of fall apart a little bit more. We did get some interesting pictures out of this. It had some interesting cloud formations with it a little bit earlier over in the Mansfield area where what looked like a funnel, but it wasn't really showing any rotation. Sometimes with these isolated showers, they could actually give some interesting cloud formations with it. But as you see there along I-20, beginning to fall apart. But this is the part of Lake Oconee there, the northern part of Lake Oconee that crosses the river, that crosses the interstate, or the interstate crosses Lake Oconee there. But you'll know that part right there where you go over Lake Oconee. That's where we have that shower now, about to move in to the north side of Lake Oconee there in parts of Greene County. So around North Georgia, that's pretty much all we have. those cells that we were just talking about there. Again, out of North Fulton, moving into Gwinnett, the other one up around Gilmer County, coming out of Murray County, also in parts of Pickens County, and then this one right now that is in Morgan County, about to move into the northern part of Putnam County, again right there at Lake Oconee. Elsewhere, not much else is going on. Now here's a live view. This is our tower cam at Georgia 400, and I'm going to put this full for you so you can see a little bit better there. This is Georgia 400 and 285. We just saw, and I posted this online, a shelf cloud, which we sometimes call a shelfie. And behind that shelf cloud was the sun coming down, getting closer to the horizon. And it was a really cool shot. I also just recorded a time lapse of that our editors are now putting together that I'm hopefully going to be able to share on social media pretty soon. After I finish this, I'm going to try to get that together and then show it on air tonight at 11 o'clock as well. So really cool just watching that shelf cloud come toward the camera and that time lapse. So we'll share that for you again tonight at 11 o'clock too. But here we're looking from Northside Hospital toward the north and west. You can see some of that rain there that is well to the north. And this is another view from Northside Hospital as well there as it's starting to get a little bit darker there too. Our severe weather threat for tonight is mainly well down to the south. It does not include us here in Atlanta, but on the south side, any showers that develop there will have the potential to turn severe. You know, maybe in some of those counties, Pike, Lamar County, Upson County, Meriwether County, and also Troup County. And then tomorrow, that level 1 risk comes up a little bit more to right around I-20, just roughly along I-20. That line southward will be the areas tomorrow where we have a better chance of seeing some severe storms. On the north side, a lower risk of seeing any severe storms. But all of us, I think, are going to at least see some showers around. And we'll see a pretty good coverage of that in the afternoon hours here for your Thursday. Then on Friday, we will see a front moving in, and the timing of that front into the afternoon hours will actually ramp up a severe weather threat south and east of the Atlanta area where there's a level 2 risk. From Athens over toward around the Meriwether County, that line over to the south and east is where we have a level 2 risk, a little better chance for some scattered showers there. For metro Atlanta and most of our area here, except for northwest Georgia, we have a level 1 risk, meaning there's a chance for some isolated stronger storms that could develop during the day on Friday. That's the day an actual front comes through. We're going to have a line of showers along with it late morning into the afternoon hours, and then it exits, and then that sets the stage for a really nice weekend pushing into our area. And let me tell you, we deserve a nice weekend here after the crazy weather that we had last weekend with all those storms around on Sunday. We actually made it up to 83 degrees for a high today. You know, the sun was slow to break through, but remember we told you there would be clouds in the morning, sun coming through in the afternoon, and then a couple of scattered showers popping up. And we did see enough sunshine to get us up to 83 degrees. The average for this time of year is 84, so we were 1 degree below the average. Low this morning was 61. That's just a few degrees below the average as well. And then rainfall for today, we picked up about 0.2 of an inch, and the surplus is now growing. We're now more than an inch above where we should be in rainfall for the year. So that's kind of a nice place to be as we move into summer, because, you know, in the summertime, despite scattered showers, sometimes we see dry days and those deficits that would be growing. Now, as I mentioned, the high today was 83. Now we're back down to 77 here in Atlanta, 72 in Peachtree City. LaGrange still holding on at 80, 73 in Marietta, 72 in Canton, thanks to a couple of those showers and the rain-cooled air from those showers as that little system moved through a little while ago. And it's been rather muggy out there, plenty of humidity around. And because of all that moisture content in the air, that's why we have been seeing these scattered showers popping up, and where we've had what seems like daily showers developing here. And the dew point shows us how much moisture is in the atmosphere. When you see the dew points in the 60s, that's relatively humid. That's going to be with us on Thursday and on Friday. Then that front comes through, pushing the rain out, bringing in some drier air, and those dew points fall into the 50s for the weekend, which will be a lot more comfortable rather than humid. So not only are we going to be drying out for the weekend, meaning no rain pushing in, but we're also drying out, meaning the relative humidity is going to be lower. So with high temperatures in the lower 80s here on Saturday and on Sunday, and that lower humidity, that's actually going to feel pretty good out there. It's not going to be that oppressive like temperatures in the 80s. It's going to be a little more enjoyable. So here's the way to time out your day tomorrow. We do have a chance for some of those showers just kind of spotty showers in the morning hours. And then as we go through the late morning into the afternoon, that's when we're going to see some of the scattered showers that'll be moving in. And we do think those will be ending later on in the day. So they're going to be scattered throughout the day. At times, some heavy rain mixing in. At times, some thunder and lightning. But the severe weather threat is going to be on the lower end. A little better chance south of I-20 for maybe a few isolated stronger storms. So here's a look at the forecast track where we are fine out there tonight. We just have those rogue showers that are going to be ending during the later evening hours within the next couple of hours and pushing over to the east. And then on Thursday morning, tomorrow morning, we have some clouds to start the day. A spotty shower or two is possible, but look what happens getting to around the lunchtime hour. A couple of scattered showers here. Then we watch the scattered shower activity kind of grow a little bit more. And any of those showers at any time could have some heavy rain, thunder and lightning, and also some gusty wind. So this is a look at about 5 o'clock in the afternoon. We'll have a few showers lingering into the evening. Then we lose the heating of the day, and it starts to settle down a little bit. Then going into Friday morning, starting off with clouds. And what I want you to watch, okay, here's this system. This is at noon on Friday, where we have this line that's going to be moving through. And as that pushes through our area, any of these individual storms could have some moderate to heavy rain in association with it. But then that sweeps through pretty quickly. And by 5 o'clock, look at that, all that line has pushed away. So it's not going to be a lingering rain system. It's just going to be a quick moving system on Friday, late morning to around lunchtime and after. And then by late afternoon, it's out of here. And this is what I want you to notice, the northwesterly flow. You see this? Those arrows coming out of the north and west. That'll be a little bit of a breeze. That will be the drier air. That will be the system that pushes out the rain and the humidity. And this is what's going to be responsible for giving us a nice weekend. Here's a look at Saturday morning. We start off relatively comfortable in the morning hours on Saturday. Again, not a muggy start thanks to those humidity levels coming down. Lunchtime, still looking good, mostly sunny skies there. And into the afternoon, not much changing here on the map, just those arrows still coming from the north and west. And then as we go into Sunday, we're expecting to see a pretty nice day here too. So the rain chances stay with us on Thursday and Friday, both days, about a 50% chance for showers. But again, they're scattered, dry hours in between some of those scattered showers. Once we get into late afternoon hours on Friday, that drier air starts pushing in here. And then that's what that means for Saturday and Sunday and Monday, where we have dry weather conditions, comfortable temperatures. It will be pretty nice. So take a look at the lows. We see those drop a little bit by Saturday, thanks to that drier air, lower humidity, lower dew points, allowing those temperatures to be down to around 60. A lot nicer than the milder upper 60s with humidity. That makes it feel a little more muggy. This will be a dry 60 degrees and then dry lower 60s here for Sunday and Monday for refreshing starts. And temperatures in the 70s, upper 70s on Thursday and Friday due to an absence of sunshine. We won't see as much sun around those days. But then even behind the cold front, it'll warm up a little bit, but that's because the sun is going to help to warm things up, getting up to 81 Saturday, 82 Sunday, then 85 on Monday. So here we go. Friday, we have those showers early on, and then boom, they're out of here. And then on Saturday, this is trying to get a little shower up in North Georgia. I'm not concerned about that. This model, the GFS model is keeping us dry. I'm really going with that. The Euro is trying to kick up a couple of showers there on Sunday. Then Monday, we are still looking good too. So I'm looking forward to the weekend. We deserve a nice weekend. So I hope you're able to get out there and enjoy it. So we have that 50% chance for showers on Thursday and Friday. Then we will have temperatures in the upper 70s. With about 79 Thursday, 78 on Friday. Saturday and Sunday, mostly sunny Saturday, partly cloudy on Sunday. Those lows in the lower 60s and with that drier air feeling pretty good. Afternoon highs Saturday at 81, 82 on Sunday. Then we warm up a little bit more on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Mostly sunny to partly cloudy skies on those days, but temperatures up to about 85 here on Monday, 87 on Tuesday, which will be about 3 degrees above the average, then 86 on Wednesday. If you're watching us on YouTube right now, do us a favor. On your smart TV, search for 11 Alive Plus in the apps and download that app. We not only do these live updates a lot for you throughout the day, but also there's a lot of other weather content on that app as well. And I think you'd enjoy seeing that at times too. Otherwise, thanks for watching us on YouTube. We hope you'll still do that. And tune in tonight at 11 o'clock on 11 Alive Plus and also on 11 Alive News on TV for an update on your forecast and that cool tower cam of that shelf cloud. you.